Okay, we will start this in the bedroom. I have a queen size bed with hanging closets on both sides and overhead cabinets as well. Backing out into the living room, I have a widescreen TV, a DVD player, and satellite TV, and an AM/FM radio below it. Spinning around, the slide out contains a dinette which can easily seat 4 and in a pinch can seat 6. There is storage above and there is storage below. Turning around, I have a more than adequate kitchen with a double basin sink, 3-burner stove, and an oven that is large enough to cook a small turkey. And then, of course, there is the microwave. And a freezer refrigerator combination with good storage. On the other side of the slide out, I have a full length pantry with drawers beneath where silverware and other utensils are. And of course, I still have my end table that Dad built many years ago. Going into the bathroom, I have a curved shower stall that is fully enclosed, sink with medicine cabinet, and a huge storage area above that area. Of course, the toilet behind the door. There is more storage. I use this mostly for clothes storage and linen storage, with drawers down below. And there I am. Hi, gang. Moving outside, I have a very nicely appointed outdoor kitchen, complete with a gas grill, and in the canvas bag above it is a propane griddle that I can set out on the table to work. As a refrigerator, which out here in the boonies I'm not using, but when I am hooked up to electrical power, I have a second refrigerator. And of course, we have a awning that is only partially extended at the moment, but it does provide shade. Then we will move on around the front of the trailer, where I have batteries and propane tanks. On this side of the trailer, you can see the slide out. I have a satellite dish for TV. The small solar panel is 100 watts and that charges the batteries on the trailer. Looking over at the van, I have another 200 watts on the ground, and on the roof of the van is another 200 watts. So I have a total of 400 watts charging my main electrical system within the van. I will explain that shortly. Coming to the rear of the trailer, you can see my Blue Boy wastewater disposal tank. I put this rack on the back of the van, put the tank in the van, and then I have a macerator pump which pumps through this hose that you see, which will transfer my wastewater from the trailer tanks to the Blue Boy, and I can take it to the dump station, which means I do not have to move my trailer. It can stay in this one location all winter long. Coming back to the van, the rear of the van is my garage. In the rear of the van, on the right side, the big white box is a tankless water heater with a 12-volt pump alongside of it, and I have 4 6-gallon water jugs. By means of the green hose you see there, I can refill the water tank on the trailer from the van, so I likewise don't have to move the trailer to go get fresh water. When I am traveling with just the van has its own, like I say, has its own self-contained water system, both hot and cold water. And you see the hose with the wand up on the right corner. That is my shower head, so that I can take a shower standing at the rear of the van. I have a rod and a shower curtain that goes across between the doors of the van, and that's my area where I can stand right behind the van and take a shower when I'm camping. On the left side of the van, you see my 2500 watt inverter, which supplies my 110 volts through my solar panels on the roof. When I get up in the morning, I turn the inverter on and I have 120 volts available in the trailer anytime, all day long. If I have more than one cloudy day, then I will need to start up my little Honda generator, because I have 3 large deep cycle batteries that are, and when they run low, then if the solar isn't good enough to recharge them, which only happens maybe once or twice a year, then I can recharge the batteries with the generator. Moving on around the van, we'll back up and get a clear shot of it. This is a Nissan NV 3500, which means it is a 1-ton van capable of towing 9,000 pounds, so it has no problem pulling my trailer. It is stand-up height inside, and like I say, I have 200 watts of solar on the roof, and that mushroom-like device is a television antenna. The rear of the van is set up so that I can travel quite comfortably without taking the trailer with me. I put the trailer in a storage lot, and I am free to travel in just the van, which gives me much better gas mileage. Inside the back of the van, I have my folding clothes storage in this cabinet. The cabinets across the back are my kitchen supplies. Upper cabinets have pots, pans, and plates and such on the left-hand side, and the right-hand side has canned goods. The lower cabinets include things like I have a Tupperware box of cooking implements and towels and paper towels, and I even have a small Coleman pump-up stove in the cardboard box in the corner. Generally, if I'm cooking in the van, I use this countertop, and in that plastic box on the left is a butane stove. If I need more cooking space, I have a 2-burner Coleman stove that I can break out, but most often I do my cooking outside. I carry a plastic table with me that I can set up as kind of a kitchen. I do have a 12-volt television, which also has DVD in it, so I have entertainment. And this is a regulation twin-size bed that is very comfortable. I have curtains that pull across the front to give me privacy, and I use one end of the curtain rod as kind of a hanging closet. The bed lifts up, is hinged. Under the bed, I have my 12-volt freezer, which can be used as either a refrigerator or a freezer, and my heavy-duty Pelican cooler, and alongside that is my porta potty, which I can set out at night, so I do have bathroom facilities when I travel. The best part about this new bed arrangement is it has plenty of room to stretch out. I tend to sleep with my feet hanging over the end and with my arms above my head, so even with a twin-size bed, I have additional space to make myself completely comfortable for long-distance travel. I have a fantastic fan-powered vent in the ceiling, which can either draw heat out or it can pump fresh air in. So I have good ventilation. And if need be, I have a portable air conditioner that I can set in here and pipe the exhaust out through a cab window, and I can have it air conditioned, but that's really more trouble than it's worth. And my general rule is, if I am in a location that is too hot, it's time to move elsewhere, and if it's too cold, it's time to move again. So I just follow comfortable temperatures. You can see that we have plenty of room around us. There are plenty of other campers in the area, but there is room for everyone, so we have probably an acre of land to ourselves. This is Steve's trailer. He is in town at the moment with his van, but he is set up pretty much the way I am as far as being able to travel either in this van or the trailer. He has made more use of that function than I have. He had his trailer in storage a couple of times during this past year. But you can see we have plenty of space around us. Nobody is close by. Plenty of elbow room and nice views in the distance. And Maxwell sits patiently in the doorway while I do things. As long as he can see me, he is satisfied and doesn't make a fuss.